Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, here we go. Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. It's just me. I don't know where everybody else went. They've all left. So I guess you guys get me today. I'm not sure what do they do? They not know we do a podcast, or they everybody just took off? Are they gone for the day? What's going on here? Oh, there they are. Okay. What's going on? Did you guys forget about the podcast? What happened?
Sorry, I went to go pee.
Oh, okay. All right.
Squeezed juice, Kev. It's got to come out.
Oh, you squeezed it right out, huh?
I drink the squeezed juice, and then I drink water, and I drink the squeezed juice, then I drink water, and then I pee like 3 times now during the show.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's an old person thing, too. I don't know what it is. We get older, we just pee more often.
The bladder.
Yeah.
The wrinkles.
It's not easy. It's not easy. It's just the way it goes.
The poop problems.
Oh, you got poop problems?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, that's tough.
Uh-oh, somebody's doing the do.
Yeah, I would have been here earlier, but I had to spend 7 minutes at the vending machine.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin, this vending machine is a piece of crap.
I've heard you guys complain about it.
I can't believe. I mean, I thought Jay Bird was once again being dramatic.
Yeah.
So I had to go back there and sample this thing for myself. It is awful.
It's really fucked.
It makes you stand there for 5 minutes to be approved or not approved, and then it doesn't approve you.
Yeah, it
Really?
was a lot of hype around it, but you will be late to be on the air if you go get something to drink or eat.
That thing's a joke.
Dang. Oh, that's if we address that problem, I know maybe Jaber was thinking about being the representative for the whole building.
I put myself out there a lot.
We thought, okay, maybe it's credit card, because the credit card thing wasn't working right, and we did a whole Facebook Live expose into that. And then I said, okay, let me just put cash in it and see what happens.
Yeah.
I put cash in it. It would not work. It froze up, and then I had to hit the give me my money back, and it gave me my money back in quarters.
And we know nobody gives a fuck about vending machine drama, but maybe you have a vending machine at your job that's kicking you right in the nuts.
Well, some of us don't plan well, and so we need to have beverages or snacks provided for us.
Yeah, I was going to
More
talk.
convenient.
I was going to talk to us as a group about our snack game here at the show. Really does suck. We never have drinks here. We never have our own snacks. We rely on the shitty ass vending machine. It's our fault.
You're right.
We got to take responsibility.
Should we hire a guy to put a vending machine just in here for us?
I was thinking about buying a vending machine for my house.
Really? Okay.
I want to buy one for my living room. I think it would be cool looking.
Can you buy 2? Buy one for in here and then one for your house.
How much can you get a decent vending machine for? I want one where you walk in and it lights up. You're like, oh shit, this motherfucker's got Snickers.
Yeah, what do they go for? I don't know. I haven't seen that.
I don't know.
It is kind of interesting. It would be a fun little thing if you had that. I think when I was a kid, I remember somebody had one for sodas, and it was the coolest thing. You didn't have to pay. You would go up and just hit the button, and it felt like such a gift. It's so much cooler than just pulling a regular soda out of the fridge.
Totally.
There was something about hitting that button, be like, oh my gosh, I didn't have to pay. That was great.
Oh, Bird, you need a soda machine. And yeah, turn the thing off or you have to put money in it.
Do I do soda machine? Do I do vending machine with snacks?
Why can't you do both? Like have the machine have drinks and snacks.
I also kind of wanted to get one of the stand-up Pac-Man arcade thingy.
Oh, that's cool.
I
too.
know Denny's got one of them.
Yeah, there's a couple of those things. Yeah,
they have the new ones out
I
there.
have the sit-down tabletop one that I bought from your friend.
I think I like the stand-up better than the sit-down. I like the sit-down's.
I'm old. I like to sit down.
The sit-down's cute.
I had a buddy when I was growing up, and his parents were both surgeons, so they had a ton of money, and they had like a whole floor that was just that kind of stuff. Everything that you would want like that. Those kind
Wow.
of tabletop games, pool table. They had a bar. They had like the soda machine that we just hit. And you're just like, gosh, everything that was awesome. And I said to myself, I said, if I'm ever an adult and have the money, I want all this kind of stuff. It would be great. And here I am. I really should have a house with those kind of things in it. How awesome would that be?
You have room.
Yeah, I mean, we got nothing in there. Yeah.
You guys should do that.
I know.
If you came home with a vending machine or something you like that, and didn't tell the queen and just brought it in, would she be cool with that, or would there be some
Depends
issue?
upon if she liked it or not. Yeah, I need to work it in. There's a dance to all this kind of stuff. So.
What's your favorite stand-up video game, and does it coincide with her favorite?
Well, the thing they do now, I've heard about this is kind of a big business, is a lot of people are taking the old classic arcade games and they're putting in newer systems in there so you can have any game possible. So you can use the same controllers and you would have 10 or 20 different games inside that one stand-up arcade. And so a lot of people are getting that and purchasing those, and it's a really cool thing.
Sweet Denny's, I think it was on my birthday or the day after, I was over at his crib. He has this system where it's every system up until PlayStation 1. Every game you can think of, every kind of system, thousands and thousands of games. If you wanted a Sega Genesis game, any game you can think of, boom, he has it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's all in the one little hub area, and he said it only costs about $300 for all those games.
Yeah, I think about this, and maybe I'll break down and have a serious conversation with the queen, because she grew up in bars and all that. She's very sporty too. I'm like, well, who says we have to have an adult house? We should just take that whole area. I'd love to have a Pop-A-Shot in there. It'd be cool to have something
Yes.
where, instead of having a pantry, just have a snack machine, have the soda machine where drinks would just come out of it.
That'd be
and people
fun.
come over. It's like, yeah, this is the Ralston house. It's screwball-y.
That's
it
what-
doesn't look normal, but
That's what I'm doing.
the whole house is a big game room.
I'm gonna have Denny's and Jen paint the side of my house mural style, alien UFO shit.
Dang.
And that's
Inside,
cool.
outside?
Outside.
Are you allowed doing that outside?
Yeah, oh,
Okay.
Yeah, it's his house.
Ain't no HOA, bro.
Yeah, my fuckers in my neighborhood, that would not fly.
It's gonna be in the back. Only I would see it, and it would be tiki style. You know when you go to a tiki bar and they
That's
have
a fantastic
fun
idea.
it's gonna be awesome. They're great artists.
They are doing that at so many different bars now, and a lot of cities are commissioning. Delray's done it, West Palm has done it, Fort Lauderdale. You got that, and you're at a bar, and it's so great. The walls now are all murals, and it just brings so much more life and energy to it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Once I want to get that, and then the memorial garden area for my mom, Chewy, and Ann. That's the thing I want to do the most.
Beautiful.
All those are great ideas. I love that.
I gotta get a new fence. The neighbor behind me, their fence keeps breaking, and it falls onto my fence, and then it bows my fence, and you have to go over there. Hey, can you fix your fence? I've already done it once.
It's homeowner kind of crap, right?
Well, yeah, it's just it's fucked. And their fence is the one that sucks.
You need a tall fence back there because of the way that fence is now, everybody can see whatever
Yeah.
you're doing.
And after the shit that was going on Saturday night,
Oh my gosh.
nobody should be looking at my backyard.
I was looking at the pictures from Saturday night.
Virginia was away from me a lot of the night.
Oh, she was,
I just
okay.
got a lot of reports about what Virginia was doing.
Somebody texts in. They want to know if Panda was there with Virginia at the party.
Panda
on
was
Saturday.
there early during the day.
Okay.
And then I came, and me and Panda had a little bit of overlap, and then Panda left
Okay.
because his mother and his sister were babysitting Rocco, and they were ready to go home.
Yeah, there were no kids. People were asking,
No.
why were there kids there? I'm like,
Kids weren't allowed at
I
this
was like,
one.
you son of a biscuits, there were no kids there.
No kids were at this one.
What is this shit? Oh, man.
It's just pictures from the pool party part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ralston, you got to come to the next one. Although I don't
Yeah.
know if you would have been, you probably should have not gone to this one.
The day party looked like fun with the dudes.
The night party.
Yeah.
The queen would have stabbed you.
Yeah, that'd have been too much. That's too much drama for me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Let me see. Got a couple of emails, and also want to let you know too, if you didn't hear from the regular show today, we've got the best subs in South Florida poll up. and it's not even close. Publix is in a league of their own. It really is everybody just sniping at second or third place. Publix has 42% of all the votes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. La Spada's is second with 18%.
The Publix by my house.
Yeah.
They make really good subs.
Are they different from store to store?
It's not that they're different, but sometimes at some stores the tomatoes just aren't as fresh. The lettuce is a little bit more watery. The bread's just a little bit harder. Some delis.
So are you saying it's about the deli manager?
Yes, I am absolutely saying it's about the deli manager. So they all have the same tools to work with, but not always produces the same product. It's always going to be good, but there's levels of good. And the one by me, they don't fuck up the subs. It's great. Their bread is never hard. It's always soft. The lettuce is never brown. They do a great job.
Well, lettuce better not be brown.
A shout out to the Publix off of North Lake Boulevard and Palm Beach Gardens.
Nice.
Right next to my house. Y'all know where to kill me.
Jersey Mike's is in third place, 10% of the vote. And then you got a tie with Russo's and V&S Sub at 7%. So that's your top 5.
Russo's is a Lake Park staple. That's been around forever in my area.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, we had to change it up a little bit because we had kind of dropped it off. And, so I'm like, well, we got to add Russo's because so many people are like, Russo's got to be on there.
I'm also a huge fan of Jersey Mike's, y'all. I think they do a great sub. They have good mayo.
Jersey Mike's?
Yes.
I like Jersey Mike's too. If I had to go Jimmy John's or Jersey Mike's, I'm going Jersey Mike's.
Oh, it's not
even close. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
They have a really good steak and cheese. Oh. Controversial statement, maybe.
Yeah. But, you got to make those controversial statements. If you want to vote, kvjshow.com. Also, the link is up on the Facebook page. And if you missed the end of the regular show, you can see where Suits put Jaybird into a bored coma talking about the cruise industry.
I wasn't bored. I wasn't.
The facial expressions on it's amazing.
I just look bored.
I just totally have every kind of facial expression that says bored. I wasn't actually bored.
I gotta watch that. Denny's tells me it's very apparent when I do that.
Damn.
If I'm not feeling what you're saying,
Damn.
I start to visibly drift away.
Damn, you cold.
I gotta fucking learn to fake it a little better.
Yeah, that is up on the KVJ Show Facebook page. Somebody sent us an email here. This is from Jane. She said that, have you seen the pizza cupcake party? It is the pizza cupcake margarita. I don't even know what the heck that is. It
Pizza
looks like it's
cupcake?
It's like a beer, but if you look at it, it's quick to bake, easy to serve, plenty to share. I guess that's what it looks like.
Ooh.
A pizza cupcake on the other side of it.
I love it. I want to
So is that dough instead of cake batter?
Yeah, it looks like it.
And there's a hole in the middle where you put the cheese and the marinara?
Mama.
Huh.
I like it.
Okay.
That's interesting.
There you go.
I need your help with a dish I'm working on. I told you about the Cheeto sauce.
Yes.
I want to get that down to that nice liquid and put that over some noodles or pasta or whatever.
Yeah.
And make that. I think
That'd
it'd
be yummy.
Very good.
Little hint as well. We were talking about what if somebody comes up to you in public and wants to use your phone. A couple pieces of advice was, one, just dial the number, have it on speakerphone. If you're going to do it at all, do that. If you were going to then dial the number, you can use *67 before you dial to block your number. So it's not like something where they may just be baiting, trying to find phone numbers that they can go and try to use to hack information or something like that. So you would dial *67 and then put it on speaker. That seems to be like if you're ever hit with that, don't be caught off guard. Know what to do. Hit *67, dial the number for them, keep it on speaker, and keep the phone in your hand so they can't take off running with it.
I did not know that. *67.
Yeah, so there you go.
Do you remember *69?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird how they use *69 for that? For such a sexual number.
It's weird, but is it?
We all remembered it.
Perverts.
Mm-hmm. Somebody had said, because we were asking this question as well with the random questions, what was the worst time of your life? And Patty had said, I found my boyfriend dead on my dad's birthday.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so if you ever think you've gone through something hard.
Damn, Patty.
Right.
That's
I
rough.
wonder how he died. I got questions.
I bet Patty will answer them.
I bet
And
you.
she'll take a story that you thought was depressing and make it 10 times worse.
I bet you he overdosed.
You are depressing as fuck. Why don't we move along and let's not play Guess How He Died?
It's a fun game, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Pizza cupcakes. Pizza cupcakes.
Jonna sent this in about UPS and how much they make.
Ooh, yeah, I'm fascinated.
She said, I work with 2 people full-time in the office. They each worked for years part-time, like 20 to 24 hours a week at UPS, both not driving, just parcel handling in the warehouse. Full benefits for family is only $150 per month. At our office, I am paying over $500 per paycheck for myself and spouse. Going joke always, I need more money. I work for insurance, not money. And then somebody else had posted up on one of our social media platforms, and it actually sounded like the money was pretty good that they were making at UPS.
Nice.
Driving, maybe $35 an hour or something
They
like that.
deserve it. They're always, them and the FedEx guy, they're always hustling.
We like FedEx. I'm not sure we like the feds, right? A difference.
Very different.
Pamela putting this on our radar about shows we watch. Not heard anybody talk about the Outlander on Netflix. The show is addictive. I watched all available seasons in 2 weeks, and episodes are an hour long, so you know it was a pretty good investment of my time, worth every second. Show's dynamic, captivating plot, a lot of history references of war, which I do enjoy. It's compared to Game of Thrones because of the production quality, character development, and intense storylines. It's one of the best shows I've seen in recent times, and I've watched a lot. I have actually heard good things about that.
I have too.
Outlander. I have to remember that on Netflix.
I've been watching on Netflix. They've got that Son of Sam documentary, the new one I was telling you guys about.
The one that's super creepy.
Well, I'm not loving it. I keep watching it and I keep finding myself either falling asleep to it or just not finishing it up. And I love murder
How do you fall asleep
specials.
to murder?
Specials. I mean.
I can't fall asleep to those murder shows.
I don't go to sleep to the murder shows anymore. I try to watch. That's my unwinding, relaxed time.
I can't even watch, I watched that Queen of the South. That thing is back on USA. The last season is on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't even watch that when I'm going to bed because it's gets me all ginned up. They're like drug lords and
Dog.
shooting and fighting.
You come off so hard on the air, but you're soft as fuck in real life. You are soft.
Maybe I am soft as fuck.
Soft AF up in here. Call you Pretzel Sanicki.
I need some Disney shit. to go
Soft
to
Pretzel
bed.
Sanicki. You do need some Disney shit. And even some of that you can't watch no Bambi.
No, Bambi is terrible. I can't watch Bambi.
Right.
He's right.
You can't watch no Lion King. Scar's gonna scare the fuck out of you.
Bambi gets me twisted. Nemo makes me cry.
Bambi.
Damn, I'm soft.
Also got Nathaniel sent an email. He said, other than your podcast, what other podcasts do you recommend? I found myself with much more time through the pandemic, just wondering, trying to find a good podcast. I think, honestly, to answer that question, it's too broad. You need to say, okay, well, what are you looking for in your podcast? And that is the one thing that is awesome about podcasts is that, everything is so niche. So, what are you looking for? Are you looking for other radio shows that are similar to ours? Are you looking for, you've got everything from, sports to history to comedy music to anything in there. So, to me, I look at the podcasts that I have and, that's it. It depends upon what it is you're going for. I've got sports podcasts in there. I've got general life improvement type ones like the Tim Ferriss show I'll listen to. If you want the music, Disgraceland tells some great stories about behind the scenes of some things. Joe Rogan has got a very popular podcast. If it's history, Dan Carlin's Hardcore History is one that I've enjoyed.
I got the Godcast with Kevin Ralston.
Yeah. What, 6 episodes from like 10 years ago?
The Bitch and the Witch.
Oh, that's a 1 episode only. Here for a limited time, bitches.
The people want another one.
We should do it.
I know. I have to set up my studio. Everything's so fucked with my studio right now.
When is that thing going to be cranking?
It's all so fucked.
So no.
We'll talk. It's going to bore everyone.
I know my younger kids, they talk a good bit about podcasts. They're 23, and they listen to Call Her Daddy. I think it's from the Barstool Sports category, but apparently some podcasters are really hitting a good younger audience. So I think it's trashy, filthy about, dating and life when you're in your 20s, but...
Could you listen to a podcast that talked nothing but pizza for 30 minutes?
I'd probably get bored.
30 minutes would be too long for a pizza podcast.
That's pretty much this podcast, isn't it?
I'm on it.
We talk more.
Yeah. I'm like,
we talk
what do you
more
mean?
about
We do it every day.
It'd be tough to make that consistently interesting, I think.
Got a question here from Astra. She said, I heard you guys say that Friday was your 22nd anniversary. Can you recall one incident where you thought you were done or you have had it working with each other, one of those bad days? Any experience? 22 years is a long time to work together, which is just awesome. For me, no, nothing like, we've had fights. We had the show in therapy. We've had moments where you had to sit down and have some tough discussions about interpersonal stuff. I think we've gotten better over the years. I remember a lot of that stuff earlier in our years that had happened, less now. But probably the only day that ever happened was just in between Miami and here. And, we were trying to get back on. And there was one day where I didn't, always let you guys in on all the drama that was going on with the stuff, because it was a little gut-wrenching. I know Virginia was already a little tense about it. So.
Eating pills like they were Tic Tac.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
I didn't need to put you through that. But there was one day where it looked like everybody backed out of the deal. And I'm like, holy crap, man. So that was probably the only moment that I thought, all right, it might be over. That might be it. But it was fleeting, lasted a couple hours and over. But other than that, no, there's never been a dust up where I thought it was enough that it's like, okay, I'm over this shit. We're not doing it anymore.
I think everybody here, realizes how lucky we are. And nobody here has a big ego. And when you see shows that fight and they break up, it's a lot of times because there's big egos involved and feelings got hurt. And I think everybody here realizes we're better together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't see anything like that happening.
I don't know if any of our solo shows would do so great.
I just
well, I've honestly come to a place, and I've thought about that because I've had other people that have gone on to other incarnations that, it's possible. You never know what happens. I mean, life is just full of who knows, and it could be something, an accident happens, and one of us just isn't even around or incapacitated to be able to do a show. Yeah, I don't think I would ever try to be like, okay, it's KVJ 0.2. Or 2.0. I think to me it would just be like, I may do broadcasting, but I think it would be such a different realm of what I would do. I kind of got to dabble with the sports thing, so I don't know that I'd do that. But I'm not sure I'd go back down that path. But it would probably do something, but it would be like, all right, look, I did all that. Like, I'm not going to try to recreate the wheel. It would be a completely different show if I ever did it.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it would only have been in the very beginning when we were going to therapy as a show. I wasn't sure where this whole train was going, but that was so long ago that, but it was pretty fucked up back then. I mean, it was...
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was crazy, but we're talking, I've been on the show for 17 years. That was 16 years ago when all that went down.
You're right.
So I don't foresee any of us ever getting into a fight. I mean, we're going to definitely fight. We're going to have arguments. It's going to happen. That's just how it is. But we definitely get over that.
Well, I think one of the great things, because earlier on, I think we're all a little bit more volatile, and I know we're still volatile today.
Yes.
But, I do know I would always, earlier in my youth, I would avoid conflict at all times. And now I learned a lot through those experiences that conflict is necessary and it is going to happen. And the best thing to do now is if I see it, if it's a problem and if I'm aware of it, it's best just to be like, hey, let's have a very tough discussion. You have to do that. You have to be adult enough in your life to sit down sometimes and say, hey, we have to have a tough discussion. But if you come from a place of love and you're just saying, look, this is how I feel about this, then a lot of times you can get over those kind of situations and work through them.
Well, us three together now at this point, we've been through so much shit on a personal level and career level. We got history together. When you got history, it's tough to break that up.
And when you know what your industry is like and how rare it is to have people together, 3 people together for 17 years and be able to say we're lucky enough to keep our success, that you should never take that for granted and respect it and nurture it like it's a little baby.
I would give $1,000. I'd go right in my savings, take $1,000 out if I could watch that therapy session. That one therapy session that was fucking nuts, man.
The therapist goes, I don't know if I can help y'all.
Oh my gosh, it was. I was only on the show for a year, and I was like, is this how radio is? Because this is so fucked.
Yeah. He came up
That's
to say,
how most shows are, though. Most radio shows have that kind of drama because there's all these different personalities and egos and control issues. And as soon as you get rid of that drama and ego, it's a lot easier to make it work.
It might have been longer than a year. It might have been a year and a half. It just was It was nuts.
Yeah, he had said, eventually said, I think we're at a place of gridlock and there's no getting through it. And he really was right because, we hadn't yet figured out the dynamics. We're in a place right now, I think everybody knows their role, where their position is, what they make, what they do. That's all settled, and that's not changing. And, it wasn't settled at the time. We were bringing people in. Salaries were changing because, remember, there was only one salary when we started 22 years ago, and I cut off a piece of my salary for you, Virginia.
Right, and it was small.
It was very small. Yeah, mine wasn't big, and then when I cut that off, it was even smaller, and so we added, we didn't have a paid third position. So, as we grew the show, that kind of changed, and now we're in a place where everything's kind of established. We know who's on the show, who gets paid for what. As far as ego goes, we know where you are, where you sit, and, all that stuff is settled out. We were in a place where that wasn't worked out, and there was a conflict. Because,
and a power struggle.
Yeah, there was a power struggle, and now that's not something that's going to happen. So.
But that happens a lot. A lot of shows don't survive that power struggle that now, as we look back on it, it's inevitable. It has to flush itself out. And if you can't ride that wave and then be on the other side, that's the shows that break up.
Well, it's tough, too, when you get different... all 3 of us in this room are all different personalities, but the same on some level. We cross over, but we're different people. And when you have different people with different ideas, who have different passions...
Feelings.
You're always... Well, that's why bands break up. That's why it's not an easy thing to keep people together and everyone happy. It takes work.
Yeah, especially when you're talking about the creative, and that's really tough, because egos... When you have creative, get involved.
I was just listening to Kiss talking about how when they all got back together in 1995, the Ace, is that his name?
Ace Frehley.
He wanted to do a song, and Chris wanted to do a song, and then Gene and Paul's like, you guys aren't doing songs, we're only doing songs. And they started fighting about all kind of crazy. That's what happens.
Yeah, and they had to know their place. They had to say, look, you guys aren't equal members.
Damn.
Yeah, but Gene's a cock, and so don't get me started on Kiss, because
Gene Simmons is gross, and he's a cock.
Let me see what else I got here today. This is an interesting email from Megan. Yesterday, my friend experienced a little action in the office. Apparently, there was some noise coming from the ceiling, and lo and behold, look at what they found. One of those mallard ducks was up in the
What?
ceiling. It just dropped right down, and there it is on top of the cubicle.
Oh, it looks
A
like
duck got in your drop ceiling?
Yeah, well, it's Florida. Keep in mind, remember we had a raccoon in the lobby?
yeah.
That's great.
It's got that's a BND, barnacle nose duck.
It
Got
is.
them barnacles.
And they're angry about it.
They're so cute when they're little, and then
Yeah.
they grow up and they grow barnacles on their nose, and they want to bite your dick.
They do. They're dick ducks.
They always go for the crotch. It seems
Duck,
like.
duck, dick.
Only the female ducks want to bite your dick.
I don't know about that.
Dang. Well, that's tough. So there you go. Hopefully nobody's dick got bit. That'd be a terrible way to end your day, huh? Okay.
Oh man, it's over.
It is, man. That's it.
So we're just starting to cook, baby.
Go get out there and get your dick bit. Go. I want to see you.
One day left. Back here on Friday. We'll see you all then. Make sure you go vote on the KVJ Draft Best Song from the 90s. We'll have the winner of that on the regular show tomorrow morning about 7:35. You guys have a great day. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.